Hi everyone, welcome back again to another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison React. Don't make your last by subscribing. So I came across this video and it's blowing up right now on TikTok. It has to do with the interracial marriages and the reasons why GOP government is asking that it needs to be banned, because they felt like the white communities are seriously declining, which has gotten a lot of people reacting. Do you think that the interracial marriages should be banned, or do you think people should be allowed to find love regardless? So I was able to gather some stitches and reactions coming from people, but before then, disclaimer: this video does not in any way promote conflict. This is really for educational purposes and of course creating awareness on the recent trends happening on social medias. Watch these videos.
I think you guys are all falling for some type of propaganda. There's too much talk about black men marrying white women and black women marrying white men, but at the end of the day, when I'm walking around, whether I'm in LA, Chicago, Miami, wherever, when I see a couple and one of them is black, most times than not, both of them are black. Y'all making it something that is not based on rhetoric and what people are saying is happening versus what we're actually seeing live in real time. Not saying the mixed couples don't exist. Of course they do. And I don't discriminate, so you never know what I'm gonna end up with, but
if you don't like Europeans, don't put European in an African baby. If you don't like Africans, don't put African in a European baby. If you don't like Asians, don't put Asian in a European baby. And the same goes for African, Oceania, North America, South America, everybody. Get what I'm saying? Because your mixed kids are just going to struggle with a mixed world, different races, complaining about different races. So I know a lot of people like to date interracially, and you forget what you're going to subject your children to, or your maybe future children, when you date interracially and you don't like other races. Now you have that right to fight it politically, etc. But if you really don't like the race, well, guess what, man? Now your kid's white. Now your kid's Asian. And now your kid's black. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, that's the best thing I could say for everybody dating interracially, you know. And another example is myself. If I don't like African women, or, you know, African people, period, or the issues that they say about Europeans, white people, I'm single, right? So why would I go and do that and then subject myself to listening to this African woman be angry about everything that white people do? You think I'm going to listen to that every day? No. You know what I mean? So, and hey, it could be wrong with my own race. It could be terrible with them. But what I'm saying is, if I want to date interracially, you know what I mean? That means I like African people. I like the culture. I like the food. I don't mind being with this woman. I don't mind being with this Asian woman, this North American woman, this South American woman. I don't mind being with them because I like the culture. You know what I mean? If I didn't, or if anyone else doesn't, the moment you have kids with them, you just bind it to their entire culture. You don't like Europeans, right? You don't like the things they've done in the past, the Catholic Church, the Roman Empire, the whole thing with it. Your kids have Roman. That's all I'm saying. You know, and this only goes out to people who don't like another race and then still make those mistakes dating interracially. You got to think about it. And as men, we got the power to impregnate, and we got choices, right? We can make the best choices. The worst choice is to just be irresponsible and having children with just any woman in any race. So, you know, that's my philosophy. Don't go mixing and having interracial babies when you absolutely don't. You know what I mean? So that's it. If you like this video, you can go ahead and share it. You know, comment, say whatever you want. I'm not racist. But what I'm saying is, for those who are or have this thing, this grudge against other races, just be careful when you date interracially and you subject your kids to a whole entire way of life because we were irresponsible. That's all I gotta say.
Another thing that has become very clear during the CK situation the amount of Black people who have procreated and are procreating with systemic racism deniers. I have encountered personally in my life 2 people who are YT or YT presenting who have Black children with a Black man, and they're literally defending the situation and saying that they do not understand how Charlie Kirk is racist. When are y'all gonna stop procreating with people who put your children in danger? I'm gonna need y'all to ask them a questionnaire or something. Because if they don't understand the concept of microaggressions and dog whistles and systemic racism and how it shows up in not only America but the world, how are they gonna protect your Black children? These would be the people who bring your Black children around their racist family members who speak the exact same way as Charlie Kirk. And they will deny that these people are racist because they're not overtly saying the N-word with the hard ER. But I know I'm talking to a wall right now, so I'm gonna shut up.
The issues with interracial relationships, marriages, couples, people, has gotten significantly worse since you know who has been in the W house. And I'm not saying that is what it is. I'm not here to talk politics. It is what it is. But it has gotten significantly worse. I've even seen my family before make progress in getting better with their comments, their words, how they say things, talking about Black people just for no reason, and then getting all of a sudden worse out of nowhere. Like, wait, I thought we were getting past this. I thought we were getting better. Nope. Just kidding. That was just a phase, and it's back again. And it's really hard. It's really difficult. I've been told many things in my life. That's why I'm making these videos. Slowly, one by one, I'm getting the courage to post these real scenarios that had happened to me in my life. The words that have been said to my face. I want y'all to understand, I am ginger, but I am white. Because I am white, these white people will say things about people of color, particularly Black men, straight to my face. And then they have this look like, oh shit, when they look at me and realize, oh yeah, Kim's husband is fucking Black. And they know they done fucked up because I'm not quiet. I am not quiet, and I'm not one to keep my mouth shut. And it's gotten me in trouble my whole life. Luckily, not real trouble, just like petty shit, right? At that point, it's like, do you say something more and escalate the situation, or do you let just, you know what, let's just agree to disagree? We both grew up in a very diverse community. Yes, we saw racism from being very young children because he was a mixed individual. He was a Black man. People saw him as Black. I was a very white girl in a community that was mostly Mexican, Hispanic. And we both got different sides of that in this said community because one, I was too white, he was too Black, and then together that shook and shocked everybody around. But you know what? It's made me a stronger person, and I absolutely love it, and I couldn't be more happy for it.
To whoever the fuck came up with the bright idea that we should ban interracial marriage, I got a message for you, lil' bro. I'm dying about that chocolate gang. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Bitch, take away my freedom of speech or something. Do not take away my motherfucking chocolate. Just because we're the same skin tone don't mean a goddamn thing. I will push 5 white girls down just to get a glimpse of the Black queen. Fuck is you talking about? You gonna have to give me life sentences after life sentences. Because first off, my baby gonna be light skinned. Second off, my wife gonna be brown skinned. That shit honestly sounds like some shit that would never happen in the USA, but I'm letting you know now, if it does, I'm either A, going to jail for the rest of my fucking life because I'm never going back, okay? I went Black and I'm never going back. Or B, I'm moving out of the fucking country and me and my Black queen gonna go to like fucking Brazil or some shit. There's no other explanation. On some real shit though, why the fuck is we even having this conversation? Gay marriage is legal, which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Marry whoever the fuck you want. That's my point in this. You should be able to marry who the fuck you want. I don't want to marry Emily. Fuck is you talking about? If you dead ass think that this is a good idea though, don't let me find out. For your own fucking...
They talking about banning interracial marriage. First of all, they don't control shit. They don't follow the rules, and they sure don't follow the laws. They made the laws, and they want us to follow the rules. And it don't apply to us, because it sure don't apply to they motherfucking corrupt ass. I'm talking about the president all the way to motherfucking down, bitch. They can't stop what God has ordained and predestined for our lives. And we have to take that control. This is our country, y'all. Fuck what they trying to ban. They need to be banned and prosecuted. We the people. We supposed to stand together and come together against all this corruption and hate in this country of America. It's sad. Motherfuckers don't want us to come together in unity, in love. They want to keep us divided and separated. But we could conquer that if we stop letting them control us with these motherfucking laws and rules that they don't abide by. Fuck them. It's time to stand up and take back our country and take back our happiness and freedom and love for our people. Shit.
Okay, here's another witness. Let's not stop there. There's more witnesses. This is Tobit. This would be in the Apocrypha. This is the 14 books that the Roman Catholics removed from the Bible to hide majority of your history and what happened to us back in them ancient days. So this is Tobit chapter 6, and we'll start at verse 12. It says, "Be aware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of thy seed, of thy fathers, and take not a strange wife." So right here, again, there we are getting them words, the commandments, not to take strange women, but to take a woman of thy own kindred. But let's keep going. "Which was not of thy father's tribe, for we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son." So remember the covenant that the Most High made with Abraham at the beginning of the Bible. You can go and find it, seek it out, and read it. But he said, should I keep this thing from Abraham, knowing that he will raise his family up to keep the law, statutes, and commandments? He knew that Abraham would teach his children correctly, according to the law. But there's rebellious children that don't want to abide by the law in taking wives of strange women. These are rebels. But let's keep going. "Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land." So it's a blessing because your inheritance, your riches continue with your people, with your kindred. You don't pass that on to the heathens. Like, why give the heathen the best part of you? But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. Let's keep going. Verse 13. "Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, and sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them." So this is self-hatred, and this is what I talk about, Stockholm Syndrome. It's a lot of our people that have Stockholm Syndrome. They hate themselves, and the majority of the people that hate themselves, they run to the other nations looking for confirmation, looking for validation, looking for self-confidence in other nations. They hate themselves, and they show that through taking heathen husbands and heathen wives. This is nothing more but self-hate. Let's keep going. "In not taking a wife of them, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine." So the Most High is saying it's a prideful thing to go and sought out a heathen husband or a heathen wife to marry when it was already commanded to us to marry within our kindred. Pride comes before a fall. And like the Most High said in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3 on down, those that go against his word shall suddenly be destroyed. That's his word. This is a witness. I can keep going. There's more witnesses, okay? So at the end of the day, it's only my job to read this word. That's what I have this platform for, to spread God's message. It ain't for everybody, and everybody not going to receive it. But at the end of the day, I'm standing 10 toes down on truth.
As we know by now, the rich people were terrified that the poor white people and that the black slaves were going to come together. It was the potential combination of poor whites and blacks that caused the most fear among the wealthy white planters. If there had been the natural racial repugnance that some theorists have assumed, control would have been easier. But sexual attraction was powerful across racial lines. In 1743, a grand jury in Charleston, South Carolina, denounced the too common practice of criminal conversation with Negro and other slave wenches in this province. Mixed offspring continued to be produced by white-black sex relations throughout the colonial period, in spite of laws prohibiting interracial marriage in Virginia, Massachusetts, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, the Carolinas, and Georgia. By declaring the children illegitimate, they would keep them inside the black family so that the white population could remain pure and in control. All through those early years, black and white slaves and servants ran away together, as shown both by the laws passed to stop this and the records of the courts. They were doing everything possible to stop black people and white people from loving each other, having sex with each other, conspiring together. In the 1720s, with fear of slave rebellion growing, white servants were allowed in Virginia to join the militia as substitutes for white freemen. At the same time, slave patrols were established in Virginia to deal with the great dangers that may happen by the insurrections of Negroes. Poor white men would make up the rank and file of these patrols and get the monetary reward. That's how slave patrols started. Slave patrols were a response to the too powerful force that was the looming slave rebellions and the fact that white people and black people could not stop intermingling. They had to put laws in place to stop white people and black people from having sex, from being with each other. Then they established slave patrols, which were comprised of poor white men who wanted money so bad that they were going out to find the slaves that were running away. That is where the police state, the institution of policing, everything stems from the slave patrols. Y'all know that, right? The slave patrols were made up of poor white people. How does that translate to today? Why is it that if you have an IQ that's higher than a certain amount, you cannot be a police officer? Why do they go after the people that are desperate and who need a job and who are desperate to inflict power on others to be a part of the police force? I'm just saying the parallels couldn't be more obvious.
As for me, I think love is a beautiful thing. I think people should be allowed to find love wherever they want to and however they want it, right? I don't know why in 2025, the people are still deciding on who you want to marry or who you want to find love with. Like, it doesn't make sense. I understand that people feel like, the palm-colored people are now going after the black people, maybe because there's something unique about the black people. Maybe because black people are created differently. Maybe black people are the real, we have the same structure, like the same image with God himself. Because I don't know why you guys are always threatened anytime you have something to do with the black community. Like, you cannot make it make sense. Now, you want to ban everything, and now you are coming in for interracial marriages. Do you know how many people that are into this? Do you know how the world has gone deep into interracial marriages? Do you know what the benefit of these things? You cannot come here and tell me that to do this, and at the same time you're telling me to do that. I don't see anything wrong in people finding love. Love can take you anywhere. It is your life. It is your decision. If you think that your own community is declining because people are not going after the black people that look like me, then it's your problem. It has nothing to do with how people, you just have to work on yourself. Another thing I would like to put out here is that let's stop all this unnecessary competition, unhealthy competition. Because if you ask me, love is a beautiful thing. Even when it comes to Africa, we marry different tribes, right? I might be from this tribe and I fancy another tribe. I go ahead and marry the person. No sort of criticism. This is who I am. This is what I genuinely want for myself. So you coming out to say that you want to ban, is that the problem of America right now? Like, why can't you guys let the black people breathe? Why can't you guys let people do them, regardless of how you feel? Regardless if it's not suiting you. There are lots of ways. If you want to promote that, you just have to find a way to do that. Because even the people on the top authority, some of them even got married to the different race and different colored. Like, you get what I mean? So I kind of think that it is not normal. It is not okay. Like, I just feel like you should let people do them. There are certain things that people should be free to do. We have freedom of speech. You have freedom of to socialize with people, freedom to express yourself regardless how that feels. So you coming out to say that we are considering to ban interracial marriages because you think that the white community are declining day by day. I don't think that's a smart move, and I don't think it's going to be easy, in as much as other things might be easy to come by. But still, when it comes to these interracial marriages, I don't think it is easy at all. But I'm going to let you guys tell me what you genuinely think about the videos I reacted on, everything they said. Do you think is the way forward right now to put a ban to interracial marriages? Because on the actual sense, you know, I think they're the ones coming for us, if that makes sense. I know it's not going to be easy. It doesn't sound like it's going to be easy, but let me know what you think about the video shared and the responses coming from people. Even people we are seeing quoting some Bible verses, feeling like, you know, it should be banned. Some people felt like it's in the Bible, people should be allowed to do things and they do it the way they want it. You know, it's trending, and people are reacting. The comment sections are crazy. People felt like you should be allowed to do them. Some people felt like they agree, and they want the GOP government to like put a stop to interracial marriages. But let me know what you genuinely think. If this is your first time coming across this sweetie looking woman today, my name is Julie. You're welcome to Julie Harrison React. Don't make your last by subscribing. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.